has got two parts. One is joint probability distributions. Another part is sampling. Sampling is actually the major part. So from joint probability, you can expect like 2 questions out of 6 from module 5. Okay. Now let us define what is this joint probability. Joint probability means you have learned what is probability distribution, isn't it? You learned regarding discrete, continuous. If it is continuous and discrete, you know the different distributions like exponential, normal, Poisson's, okay, binomial. Like that, here we have to take the joint probability distribution. Joint probability means here it comes if you have two variables. If you take a probability function connected to two variables x and y, this is called as joint probability distribution, but it has to satisfy some conditions. If you remember what we have taken, probability of x equal to x is equal to p of x or f of x. So what we have taken till now is only for one variable x. So instead of only one variable, suppose if you have more than one, that is 2 here, 2, then it is called as joint probability function. Now how it is defined? So joint probability function is probability of x equal to small x, y equal to y can be given in some function of x comma y format. Means this function of x and y may be like x square plus y square. It may be cxy. It may be something like x square divided by y square, like that. So that function is defined. But you cannot say randomly any function is going to be a joint probability function. It has to be satisfying these two. Then only it is a joint probability function. What are the conditions? If you remember, no, even for such probability distribution function, PDF, we have taken that f of x equal to greater than or equal to 0 or p of x greater than or equal to 0 and one condition, summation of all the p of xi equal to what we have taken? 1. Am I right? So same thing, only here instead of one variable, you have it as 2. So here the first condition is f of x comma y greater than or equal to 0. And if you take the summation of this function f of x comma y, the sum should be always equal to 1. If a function satisfies these two conditions, then this is called as joint probability function. Understood? It has to satisfy these two conditions. Now, here if you just go on taking, suppose if I have the function in the form f of xi comma yj. This is just denoted as jij, joint probability. No? So the letter j is used, jij. So here I is going to take the values from 1 to m, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that till n, and j is going to take the values from 1, 2, 3 so on till n. So this function is called as joint probability distribution. This is what the notation, what they use. Now this values can be represented in this format, in this table. This is called as joint probability table. Joint probability table. See, very simple. Here, this side you are writing the values of x. What are the values of x? If I put I equal to 1, 2, 3, so on till m, I'll get x1, x2, x3, so on till xm. Okay, because this is xi. Similarly, these are the values of y. How to take it? Y values are taken as yj and j is running from 1 to n. So that means it is y1, y2, y3, so on till yn. Now, whenever you take, it is just taken like this. See, try to understand. It is applied on two set of variables at once. Means, for example, this is like if I take the set x1 and y1. If I take f of x1 comma y1, this is nothing but this value is j11. Are you getting it? How it is written? See, f of xi comma yj is jij. So similarly, if you take for the set x1 y1, the value is j11. Similarly, I'll keep my x1 fixed. I'll go on changing the values of y. Suppose the second value of y, I take it as y2. So it is f of x1, y2. Can you tell me what is this denoted as? Obviously, how this is denoted as?
J12.
J12. Okay. Like this, no, you can see the combination. X1, Yn means it is J1n. Anything you take. Now X2, Y1 means it is J21. Like this. Even for the last row, that is for XM, you take the combination. So these are the values. So inside this table, what you are getting, no, this square, these all values, no, they are called as joint probability values. Joint probability values. You used to get only like x and then f of x values or p of x values, but here you are getting it for two variables x and y. This is how a joint probability table is written. Now some observation you can see, if you just add these values like j11 plus j12 plus so on j1m. If you add these values j12, j13 so on till j1n, this is denoted as f of x1. Just see in this all values what is same and what is changing. What is same here? Which value is same for these line, first line? J11, J12, J1n, which variable is same? Isn't it? It is for x1. So this is denoted as f of x1. Similarly, if I add these values, no, j21, j22 like that, j2n, I'll get the value corresponding to f of x2. Just you can observe here x2 is same, correct? So this value is j, this is fx2. So similarly, if I add the last column, last values, it is f of xn. Okay, is it clear? How to get these f of values? What is the relation for this? No, then I'll take it little later on. Next, just observe here. If I add the first column like J11, J21, J31, so on till JM1. Can you guess what should be the value of this? What is same here? Which variable is same for this column?
Y.
Y1, correct? So this is denoted as G of Y1. Means if you are defining for X values, take it as F, the function as F. And if you are taking for Y values, you take it as G. Okay. Similarly, JY2, how to get it? Add these all column values. JYN, how to get it? Add all these values. You'll get like this. One more observation, one observation you will come to know when you construct a joint probability table. That is, if you add all these values like f of x1, f of x2, so on till f of xm, always the sum is equal to 1. Are you getting it? And here also, if you add g of y1 plus g of y2, so on g of yn, the sum is also, this sum is also equal to 1. This you can observe very clearly. Okay. Now, this is what a bigger table called a joint probability table. So how many variables will be there here? 2, x and y. Now, if you want to separate x and y, even this you can do it. That is called as marginal distribution. This is called as marginal distribution of x and marginal distribution of y. So marginal distribution of x is nothing but you have to take the set of all the values f of x1, f of x2, so on till f of xn. If you take all these values, this set represents marginal distribution of x. Similarly, marginal distribution of y. Can you guess what it should be? What this set should contain? Marginal distribution of y.
G1, G2.
Yeah, G of y1, G of y2, so on, G of yn. Sorry, yn it is. This is m. Okay. Yes, these are called marginal distribution. These are some definitions. Yes, just a little theory is there. Try to understand. When I take example, it will be more clear. Now, after this, for a joint probability, they'll ask us to calculate some values like expectation, variance, covariance, and correlation. So these are important definitions. So expectation is defined as, expectation is like similar to your mean. So expectation can be defined for x and y separately. Okay, so expectation of x, this is denoted as capital E bracket capital X, expectation of x, or even denoted like this, mu x. This is given by do you remember in case of discrete random variable, how we have calculated the mean? Discrete random variable, the definition is same, x f of x only. Similarly, you can calculate expectation of y. Can you tell me how it is denoted and defined as? Expectation of y. E of y equal to please answer. Try to answer this. Expectation of x, similar way, expectation of y is given by mu y. What it has to be given by? Tell me what it should be. Y, g of
y.
Yeah, y into g of y. After this, we have to see actually, I tell you the thing. Here the example will be, they will give joint probability table. They will ask you to calculate marginal distribution, expectation, variance, correlation, and all that. So I'm not going to into detail of everything. I'm just giving you the definitions so that easily you can solve the example. Got the part? Okay, let me just define next quantity as variance. So variance, it is denoted as, again, variance of x and variance of y separately. So variance of x is given by summation x minus mu the whole square into f of x, where I is varying from 1 to n. Okay, no need. You can just directly take, don't want. If you take xi, no, it is xi varying from 1 to n. Now, just to see this part and this part. If you have expectation of x, you are writing it as x f of x. If it is variance of x, you are writing it as x minus mu the whole square f of x. This even can be represented as expectation of x minus mu the whole square, x minus mu square. Okay, just a minute. This mu whole square it is. See, just check. In place of x, don't you have x minus mu the whole square? These two are one and the same. So even this can be written in terms of expectation as expectation of x minus mu the whole square. Okay. Again, can you tell me what is the standard deviation then if variance is this? Standard deviation, you can take it as sigma or sigma of x. Always standard deviation is square root of variance. Okay. All statistical properties only we are studying about the thing, but it is meant for now joint probability distribution, what we are studying. Okay. Yeah. One more thing. If you take expectation of x, y, can you guess what should be the value? See, expectation of x is this, expectation of y is this. If I take expectation of x, y, try to tell me what it is. If it is x, you are taking, please try to answer. If it is expectation of x, you are taking x into the corresponding function f of x. If it is y, y into, xy,
f of x, g of y.
f of x, very good. No, it's not separate. When you take xy together, you should take the corresponding function like this. Means joint probability function you have to take. Joint probability function is defined as Jij. This is even denoted as Jij. You can take like that. Xi, Yj, Jij. Okay. Or you can take a function. Means this is like for if you find expectation of x and y, this is separate. When you find x into y, you should take a function which is combining them, which is a joint probability function has to be taken up. I don't know to what extent it is getting clear, but not to worry. Examples are very, very simple. Okay. Yeah. After this, next is covariance. Okay. Next is covariance. It is not defined for x and y separate. It is defined for together. Means covariance of x and y is denoted as COV, capital X comma capital Y. This is given like this. Summation of x minus mu x, y minus mu y, Jij. This is some definition. Okay, don't worry. This can be again written as, so very simple relation. This is the actual definition. If you simplify, this is nothing but expectation of xy minus expectation of x into expectation of y. Means this summation, if you simplify and write down, no, this is what the relation you are getting. Means covariance is defined in terms of expectation. Got it? The last one is correlation. You know how to take correlation between x and y. So here we are defining correlation of two variables. So correlation of x and y. This is denoted as rho capital X comma capital Y. This is given by covariance of x comma y divided by sigma x sigma y. Okay, so these are the main, if you just take a screenshot of this, this is very helpful. They will give some joint probability table. They'll ask you to find expectation, variance, covariance and correlation. What all they have asked, you need to remember the definition so that easily you can calculate it. Okay. Now actually joint probability is defined for discrete as well as continuous, but for 18 syllabus, they have kept only discrete. So feel lucky that continuous is being removed. Only here what x and y we are taking, no, they are discrete. Okay, they are not going to take continuous values. Now after this, I'll take one example, else you will feel it to be little difficult. Right. The joint probability distribution table, for two random variables x and y is as follows. We write a table containing x and y. Take one, take it like this. Just a minute, just. X, here the values are 1, 2. Here it is -2, -1, 4 and 5. Point 1, point 2, 0.2, 0.1, 0, 0.1, and 0.3 and 0. Okay, this is called a joint probability distribution table. Now write the question. Determine, okay, here I like this, determine the marginal distributions of X and Y. Also compute expectations of X, Y, XY. Next, standard deviations of X and Y. Third, covariance of X and Y. Fourth, correlation of X and Y. Usually they don't ask everything. I'm taking one example where we can calculate all the things just now defined. Okay. See, if you just listen to this, these are very, very simple examples. You can understand it. There is no problem. Just carefully just see the things. Now, first thing, we have to determine the marginal distributions of X and Y. These are separate things. Okay. Now, to find the marginal distribution, just see how to take it. Marginal, you can even write it directly. Marginal distribution of X. Okay. So what you have to do, take one table. First, you write the values of X or you mention it as Xi. That is no problem. I'll take it as small x, small x. Corresponding to small x, I'll take the function as f of x. Okay. Now see the table. Tell me what are the values of X given here. What are the values of X? Whether it is 1, 2 or -2, -1, 4, 5. What are the values of X here?
1, 2.
1, 2. Very clear. X are these values and Y are these values. So in place for X, take it as 1 and write it as the next value as 2. Okay. Now, what is f of X? F of X means corresponding to the value of X, you have some row here, isn't it? Add all those values in the row and take that is f of 1. Are you getting it? Am I clear? Means corresponding to 1 you have 0.1 plus 0.2 plus 0 plus 0.3 is how much?
0.6.
0.6. So this should be written with respect to 1. Is part clear? Similarly, corresponding to 2, you have one row here. Add the values. 0.2, 0.1, 0.1 plus 0.
0.4.
0.4. So this table, what you have written, no, this is called as marginal distribution of X. Isn't it easy work? Okay, for this 1 or 2 marks will be there. Similarly, marginal distribution of Y. Okay, write it. Marginal distribution of Y. So what I have to write? Y and then corresponding to this, G of Y. Correct? Okay. What are the values of Y given in the table? Corresponding to Y.
-2, -1, 4, 5.
Yeah. -2, -1, 4 and 5. Okay. Again, for -2, you have some column here. Add it. 0.1 plus 0.2 is how much? 0.3. This is corresponding to -2. Similarly, for -1, these are the values, right? Add it. Again 0.3. Again, add it here. 0 plus 0.1 means 0.1 and next is 0.3. Just do one observation. Add these values of f of x. Tell me what is the sum.
1.
1. What about this? G of y values add up.
1.
Again, the sum is 1. So if this is 1, no, then only what you have written is correct. Otherwise, it is wrong actually. Okay. So this is what the marginal distribution is done. Next, we have to calculate expectation. Let us calculate what is expectation of x denoted as expectation of x. Expectation of x is denoted as E of x. Anybody remembers the definition just now defined? Here, expectation of x is either E of x or mu x. What it is? How it is defined? Summation x into f of x. It is the same way how you used to find mean for the table. If you remember that, finding the value of k and finding mean variance, similar to that. So it is x into f of x means take the value of x multiply to the corresponding value. Means what I'll get the first value. 1 into 0.6 plus take the second set 2 into 0.4. Correct? Tell me the value here now. 0.6 plus 0.8.
1.4.
Very good. 1.4. This is expectation of x. Okay, some 1 or 2 marks will be there for this calculation. Next, expectation of y means E of y. How it is given? Summation of y into g of y. Yeah, take now second table. Multiply, take the value of y, multiply to the corresponding value. Minus 1 into 0.3 plus 4 into 0.1 plus 5 into 0.3. Do the calculation and tell me the answer.
0.31.
Answer is 1. Yes, correct. Yeah, this is expectation of y. What is the next part? Expectation of xy. Yeah, expectation of xy. Means how it is denoted? E xy. Now, how expectation of xy is given? See the definition. It is summation of xi, yj, jij. Am I right? Summation of xi, yj, jij. Now, to take this value, see jij are the probability, joint probability values. So that time you should not have to refer these tables, down tables. You have to refer the given joint probability table. Got it? See how to take it. Just observe here. It is x value, y value, and the corresponding jij value. Means for example, if I take 1, if I take -2, tell me in the table which is the value corresponding to 1 and -2.
0.1.
0.1, right? So these are actually in this inside what is written. No, they are all joint probability values. So how it should be taken? 1 into -2 into 0.1. Like this, you have to take all the combination. Got it? Yeah, let us start. So first is 1 into -2 into 0.1. This is one combination. Similar to this, you have to take the next. What is that? I'll fix my 1. I'll go on changing the y values. 1 into -1 into what? Which is the corresponding for 1 and -1.
0.2.
0.2. So plus, because it is summation. 1 into minus 1 into 0.2. Can anybody tell me the next one? That is 1 into 4 into corresponding value is 0. If you want, write it, otherwise don't. I'll write it so that you can understand it. Okay, plus. Similar to this, 1 into 5 into, what is the corresponding value is 0.3. 1 into 5 into 0.3. This is done for only by keeping x same. Okay, and anyhow you take, but you should take all the combination. Means actually inside you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You should takes 8 values. Next, 2 into minus 2. What is the corresponding value for this? Joint probability value. Joint probability value is 0.2, isn't it? Plus, tell me the next combination. 2 into minus 1 into 0.1. Next, 2 into 4 into 0.1. 2 into 5 into 0. Do all the calculation, tell me the answer. What is the answer?
Zero 0.9.
Very good. The answer is 0.9. This is expectation of xy. Is it clear? See how you are feeling the examples to be. They are very simple examples will be there. Huh? Need not to worry. And one will come sure. Next is what? Variance. What they have asked is variance of. Okay, no, what they have asked here. Standard deviation, correct? Can we find standard deviation directly? No. First we need to find. Let's see here. Variance has to be found. Then take root of variance. That will give you the standard deviation. You have to perform this variance. So we'll calculate variance of x denoted as v of x. How it is given? Summation of x minus mu the whole square into f of x. No? Am I right with the definition? Okay. Now see how to take it. It is mu means it is mu x. Mu x means expectation of x. Okay. So this is 1.4. So take first value of x, which is 1 minus 1.4, square it, and then you should multiply with the corresponding value of f of x. What is the corresponding value for f of x for 1? It is 0.6. See, I'll try the calculation. Let's see. First value of x is 1. Mu of x is 1.4. Square it and multiply to the corresponding value of f of x, which is 0.6. Clear? Like this, you have to take it for all the values. No other choice. Okay? Or else, one second. There is one, even you can use one formula over there. This is one way of calculating. Or what you can do, variance of x, when you can take expectation of x square minus e of minus expectation of x the whole square. Even variance is given by this. Write this one more result. See, you know how to do this. Every time if you don't want to do like this complicated thing, you can calculate expectation of x square. Can you tell me how to get expectation of x square? What is expectation of x square means? Expectation of x means summation x into f of x. So expectation of x square means summation of x square into f of x. Any choice. This you can do or this you can perform, no problem. What shall I do? First or second method? Your choice. Don't do it by both. If you answer fast, I can complete it. And this one example only is so big that if I complete, I'll leave the class. Okay, tell me.
First one.
First method, okay, do it. Okay, second value of x is 2. 2 minus 1.4 the whole square into corresponding value is I think 0.4 if I'm not wrong. Okay, only two values. Okay, no problem. What is the answer?
0.24.
0.24. Yes, correct. This is variance. So what will be the standard deviation? What is root of 0.24? Root of 0.24.
0.4899.
Okay, 4899. Yes, this is now second value calculated. That is standard deviation of, this is called as standard deviation of x. Same way, you have to apply and find for variance of y. Will you try? This is y minus mu y, the whole square into g of y. What is the first value of y? Just observe here. First value of y is minus 2 and corresponding value is 0.3. How to take? Minus 2 minus. Tell me what is mu y you have got? Expectation of y. See, if you want, you write these value as mu y. This is mu x. So this is 1 into corresponding value is 0.3. Sorry, this has to be squared. What is the second set? Second set, it is minus 1 the whole square and corresponding value is 0.3. Next is 4 minus 1 the whole square, corresponding value is 0.1. Just observe the table because every time I cannot scroll it up and find out. So I'm just writing it. Is the part clear? Take it here. There are 4 values of y. That's why you are going to get here 4 such values. Answer. What is the answer?
8.7.
9.6.
9.6.
Yeah, 9.6 is correct. 9.6, yes. So sigma y, this is nothing but standard deviation of y. Root of 9.6 is how much?
0983.
0983. Okay, done. Okay, we completed how many parts? Just observe the question. Expectation, standard deviation done. Next is covariance and last is correlation. Yeah. So first is covariance of x and y. How it is denoted? COV, capital COV bracket x comma y. Tell me the definition. Covariance is given by expectation of xy minus expectation of x into expectation of y. Remember this, huh? Yeah, expectation of xy, what we have got? 0.9. This is 0.9 minus expectation of x is, I think, 1.4 and expectation of y is 1. What is the answer? Okay, covariance is negative here, means they are, okay, this is covariance, not correlation. Take the last part. What is that? Correlation of x and y. Correlation is denoted by rho. It is given by what? Ratio of covariance to product of standard deviation. Substitute covariance is minus 0.5. Sigma x is 3.0983. Sigma y is, sorry, sigma y I have written. Sigma x is what? How much? 0.489. Tell me what is this? What is the answer?
Minus 0.3294.
Minus 0.3294. Means they are negatively correlated. We'll not go into detail what is the thing and all. Only we should know how to calculate it. They may ask little changes in some questions, but this is what roughly they will ask the questions of this type. Okay. And from joint probability, as I said, 2 questions are going to be there. Okay. Maybe question number 9A and 10A. Okay. I'll give one table. You people try to calculate what is calculated just now if you want for a change. Everything, marginal, expectation and all. Everything to be calculated. Only the table format, table is different what I'm giving them. X values are 1, 5. Y values are minus 4, 2, 7. Values here are 1 by 8, 1 by 4, 1 by 8. This is 1 by 4, 1 by 8, 1 by 8. Yeah, take this for homework. Try to calculate expectation and all and try to understand the concept.